Namaste and hello, my friends. As you can see, I'm back here in the woods, fairly close to a road. Sadly, I drive a large vehicle, so it's real hard for me to get far enough off the road where I don't hear traffic. But every great once in a while, I can do that. This video today is, before I get started on this, I don't know where it's going to go, but I've been writing a book about the loss of personal freedom and how to regain it today. And I would like to point out something. Do you see this tree right here? Okay. I'd like for you to take note of that tree. Now, if you look around, there's a bunch of trees around, but I want you to take note of this particular one. Now, here's the reason why. I'm out here in this beautiful space, and I spend a great deal of time out in nature and just wandering around. And it's occurred to me that we tend to, for one, we lost all chance of personal freedom. We just flat can't get it anymore. I don't think there's anybody on the planet that's free, including Trump or Musk or any of those guys who, Gates, the billionaires, they're not free. They have just been playing the game that we have all been born into. From the instant, even before we became aware of being in a body, we lost our chance at freedom. Why? Because our parents were taught what their parents taught them, who taught them what their parents taught them, and so on and so forth. And this goes back into eons. And so what passes for freedom these days is the ability to go out, earn enough money, and buy your own piece of property. Then if you get enough money, you can wander around and see other places in the world, where you're allowed, of course. And now, I don't know about you, but no one asked me if when I first became aware that I was inside of a body, that I had a body to operate with on this big, round, beautiful ball. No one asked me if I wanted to be an American. No one asked me if I wanted to speak English as my first language. No one asked me if I wanted to live in a city. No one asked me if I wanted to have a passport to be able to cross an imaginary border that a group of people got together and decided, oh, hey, we like this space and we're going to call it ours, and we'll make it to where you have to play our game. You have to play this game. On pain of imprisonment or death, you have to play my game. You have to play the game we're playing. You're not allowed to play your game. You can't come up with your own games. You have to play my game. Now, inside of the overall game, if we like it, we might let you play a game or two, but they're going to be little bitty games. But, if you want to play your own game, man, sorry, man, you just can't do that. You're not allowed. It's against the rules. Now, I wasn't consulted about the rules. No one asked me anything about whether or not I wanted to be a capitalist or Democrat or Republican or this or that or the other. No one asked me what religion I wanted to belong to. They said that I have the freedom to choose what religion I want. But I was raised in a Baptist religion. Well, what if I wanted to be born a Buddhist? What if I wanted to be born a Catholic? What if I wanted to, I don't know, be born an African or something like that? No one asked me any of that. If I want to go to Africa, I have to pull out this piece of paper that says, oh, hey, you're allowed to cross our border and come into our country, and maybe we'll let you see a couple of things, but you can't see this, that, or the other thing. But yet I want you to understand something. Each one of us started life on this planet in exactly the same way. We all started off becoming aware that we are in a body, and that's we're here. We're alive. We're alive, aware, in a body. Now, the circumstances that we were born into plays a big deal in where we go in life. Of course, the American dream, which I don't know if you can call it a dream, means that we can get a house and white picket fence and a couple of dogs, a couple of kids, that kind of stuff. And we can call ourselves free. But we have to give up our ability to cross borders without a piece of paper and without permission. We have to give up the ability to come back home. There's bugs all over the place, and some of them's playing with the camera. So if I get blocked, don't worry about it. It's just a bug crawling on the camera. I'm kind of hunkering in here because the mosquitoes are really active this time of year here in the mountains. So in any case, this piece of property that I'm presently sitting in, squatting in, literally squatting. I just learned how to do this past winter. Has a no trespassing sign at the beginning of the property down there a little ways. I didn't bring my RV into the area because no trespassing. I was born on a round planet. So was the people before me, and the people before that, and the people before that, and the people before that, and so on and so forth, all the way back to the beginning of time. Well, the beginning of humankind. And those people at the beginning of time, they had freedom. They knew what freedom was. They could go anywhere they wanted. If they saw something across the border there, Rio Grande, they just went across and nobody said a word. Didn't have to have any papers. Didn't have to worry about not being able to speak the language. They just went over there, see what was there. Now, I'm a wandering type. As a matter of fact, that's part of my name. My middle initial combined with my last name spells wanders. And I do. I wander. Now, unlike the people who own this piece of property, they came in, all I want to do in property like this is just to see what's here. I want to witness this. I want to witness nature and allow it to witness me. I want to commune with it and see what it says to me. I want to have some time here these are some pretty fascinating rocks that are around here. This is kind of a volcanic area. And it's beautiful. But because some group of people that I have no clue who they are. It's a big group of people who got together and they decided, hey, we're going to play the game of nationalism. We're going to create some borders. We're going to fight wars and stuff like that. We're going to convince our children that fighting wars is a smart thing to do. Protecting our borders is a smart thing to do because, hey, we own this land. How do we know we own this land? We got a piece of paper we paid some people over there for. And the thing is, most people don't realize that it's a game. It's like a playground. I call Earth Playground Earth. And I wrote a book called Life is Recess, the Games We Play. And it's on Kindle. And you may have heard about it from one of the other videos that I've done. And so here on Playground Earth, A long time ago, some people got together and they decided that they wanted to play a game. Now, I want you to think about a playground with children. You still remembering this tree here? So, they all got together. Imagine a playground at a preschool. Not preschool. Let's say an elementary school. And there's this playground. And the first kids on the playground, they decide they're going to play a game. And they're going to cut the playground up into various groups. And there's a couple of different entrances onto the playground. Depending on what entrance the new kids come into, that determines which group of kids that they're going to play with. Now, these kids are making up the rules, all right? And so they play the game for so long that they forget that it was just a game. And they start taking themselves seriously. And they start fighting over where they're allowed to play, what rules they're allowed to follow, stuff like that. It's just a bunch of kids. Think about this. It's a bunch of kids. Eventually, the kids are so into the game that they have absolutely, totally forgotten that it's just a game. Where's freedom in that? Is there any freedom in that at all? No, I don't think so. If you've totally forgotten that the entire thing is just a game, and that all the rules that you're following were made up by people that you did not know and had nothing to do with. No, I'm not really all that excited, believe it or not. I'm just having a good time. But, so, you had no choice. Or these guys, they totally forget that they're playing. Isn't that what happened to us? I mean, think about it. What do you call freedom? Playing the game? Is that free? Oh, well, hey, if you get to be a billionaire and become president of the United States, well, then you're free. No, you're not. You're still stuck in the same freaking game. People before you came along and they made up this game. They educated you on how to play it. Well, maybe you're winning the game, but you're still playing a freaking game and you're not free. And I don't care who you are. Mr. Musk, wherever he goes, even into outer space. Well, maybe he's free once he gets up into outer space. I don't know. But here on the planet, even he with all of his money, well, he might be able to get free that way, be able to go see anything if he's got enough money. But then again, maybe there's places on the planet that don't like the guy, and he's not allowed to go there. Because that group of people are more powerful than him, and they don't care about his money. So again, we're stuck back in the game. I don't see that there's any way really to escape playing the game. You got to play the game. There's just too many people now. There's too many nations. There's too many rules. The game has gone on for so long that we're stuck in it. We've been educated in it. We've been seeped in it and all of that good stuff. So how do you become free? What is freedom? Well, in my personal experience, I'm going to suggest that going back to that playground idea where the kids are playing the game on the playground, if you're an adult and you have chosen to play the game with the kids, but you're an adult, you don't forget that it's just a game. But out of love and compassion for the kids, you keep playing the game. You follow their rules, even though they change every couple of minutes, as best you can. I mean, I play with my grandkids. I play whatever game they want to play, and I let them make up the rules. They might get very seriously involved in the game, forget that they're playing a game, but I don't. I just keep playing the game. It's a choice. I choose to play the game. In the game of nationalism, I choose to play to whatever degree is necessary for me to be able to enjoy my life and to go where I want to go and see the things that I want to see. Now, wise selfishness tells me that not to hurt people or steal stuff or kill things or, litter or stuff like that, because people don't want you around when you do that kind of stuff. So that limits the freedom that you have within the confines of the game. My own personal rules, the rules that I made up for myself, tell me that I can't take that which is not given. So this property in the game belongs to some company. I won't take a single one of these. Not one. Why? Because it wasn't given to me. I do not take that which is not given. Means that people usually leave me alone, even if some official were to come here. Because this is a part of who I am now. This idea that I take nothing that is not given. I do no harm. To the best of my ability, I step over ants. If I see them, I step over them. I don't harm them. I'll feed them occasionally. Because of this choice that I've made to live my life in a very ethical and moral way, I'm not real sure about the differences between those two words. I just know that as long as I continue to live with kindness and compassion, people seem to treat me well. And even in situations like this where I'm trespassing, once they've been around me for a few minutes, they usually say, "Oh, okay, no worries. Don't just, carry on. Just don't harm anything." And I don't. I'll take off tomorrow and be down the road somewhere. I'll go check that spot out. See what's going on down there. So the reason why I wanted to point out that tree is because I said the word tree. I called it something. I pointed it out. It separated that one from the rest. There is no separation. It doesn't know it's a tree. It just is there. It is what it is. There's this story. Now, this is going to be in this book that I'm that I'm in the process of writing. I'm going to have to end this video soon, primarily because my legs are killing me. Like I say, I just learned how to sit like this, and